What's up, guys? We're out here today for Skunkworks. We're at the Carson Velodrome. Jack's out here, and yeah, we're racing the junior race right now, and then the Formula One, the pro race at in like a few hours. So yeah, should be good. Have been on the track a little bit. I race nationals, but yeah, we're gonna have a good time. So let's go.
Alrighty, guys, we are jumping into our first ever track race. We've been hitting the boards down in Carson, in the Velodrome, just as some off-season cross-training. Really looking forward to seeing how it translates to the road next season. But yeah, this is our first track race. I honestly had no clue like what a scratch race was, what an elimination race was. So I'm brand new, jumping in, and yeah, this is the juniors. We really wanted to jump into the juniors before any other race just so we could get an introduction to track racing. And so yeah, scratch race. I ended up having a pretty good sprint, taking the dub. Eli came in second. And yeah, now we're on to elimination. And Eli, what are you thinking? How are you feeling?
Pretty good. I had raced nationals the year before, but we didn't do the elimination race for our omniums for some reason. So this is my first time doing an elimination race, and I just ended up trying to obviously not get last, but box a few people so that then I wouldn't have to burn too many matches and go off the front. But you ended up just going straight off the front, and just keep rolling. So eventually it is me and just you, and then we were pretty cooked because there's 4 sprints, 4 eliminations. So we just ended up kind of sprinting. We were both kind of cooked. So
yeah, Eli and I look around at each other, kind of fake sprint. Eli kind of lets me have it. So yeah, I win the elimination race. Eli gets second, and now we're on to the points race. So there is 25 laps, a sprint for points every 5 laps, and then if you lap the field, you get a bunch of points. So my goal was to sit in for the first couple point sprints, just kind of follow the wheels, and then on the third or fourth, really hit it, and yeah, try to go off the front and lap the field. So that was my goal. Eli, what were you thinking?
Trying to help you kind of do that, but Sebastian went off the front a little early, but we ended up catching him. He did not end up lapping the field. And then Noah and Tristan ended up doing pretty good. They took a lot of the points, 1, 2, but then you end up just, like you said, wanting to counter a little bit.
Yeah, so they went pretty hard for those point sprints, and so I was feeling cooked in the draft, and so I knew they were probably hurting. So I was like, all right, I'm a counter, and I end up going off the front. I actually tapped my butt for Eli to follow me, but he was feeling pretty cooked, so he didn't come with. And then, yeah, I end up lapping the field, taking first, and Eli got fourth. He kind of gave up near the end, so.
Yeah, so now we're off to. We actually ended up eating lunch, and now we're off to the first Formula One pro race of the day. And as you can see right there, we had the 2 fastest guys. We just let them roll off the front for some reason. I was up top kind of getting boxed, and I was like, what's going on? Aren't we supposed to pull that back? We're not supposed to just let them. We're not going to give them points without a little fight, but you actually end up start the chase a little bit, but they eventually lap us for the scratch race.
Yeah, and so then we get down to 3 laps to go, and I'm so confused. I don't know who's lapped the field, who's been lapped, where everyone's at. And so 2 laps to go, I just start going as hard as I can to the finish line, and I apparently got 5th, so I was okay with that. Still kind of in omnium contention if we could do good in the points race coming up, and not get eliminated super early. But so yeah, now we're into the elimination race. And everyone lined up for this race way earlier than any other race just to start at the front, which I didn't realize. So I'm kind of starting third to last wheel. And yeah, first elimination sprint. There were 3 or 4 guys behind me, and I thought I was chilling. And then I just kind of get boxed in the sprint, and they come around me. And yeah, I was the first person eliminated. So that was honestly kind of a bummer. But yeah, I got to save my legs for the points race, so that was the only kind of upside. Eli, you're still in it though. What are you thinking? How are you feeling?
Yeah, so I'm just trying to make sure I stay near the front. Definitely not get boxed down low in the sprinter's lane. But I was running like a 90 gear inches for like the first 5 races, which is not the way because I had like junior gears, but I'm allowed to change them off for Skunkworks. So that was not the way for this race. I'm in the 90, so it's actually like spinning quite a bit, getting the heart rate going. So I'm just trying not to get people that come over top. I don't want them coming over top, so I'm trying to stay near the front. But it's hard because how banked it is and how much farther you got to go on the outside. So like right here, I'm coming up near the front because we're not going not too fast. But I don't want guys coming up top. And yeah, so we had quite a few elimination laps. So at first I wasn't too worried, but then once the pace started really kicking up and I started falling low, that's when I was like, I can't be right here. I gotta get up. So eventually we get to like, I don't know, eight eliminations left, like I don't know, something like that. 8 people left, and I'm too far back, and I only got 1 lap to move up. But there's like 3, maybe 4 people behind me, but the pace has really picked up at this point, and I end up just going low for some reason, but all the other guys go high. So and I put my wheel where it should not be, and I have literally nowhere to go. So eventually I hear my name get called, and I'm like, yeah, that's my day done. But yeah, I ended up getting like 8th, something like that. So pretty good on a little 90, spinning my legs off. But now we're here for the last race of the day. It was a 50 laps points race with sprints every 5 laps, right?
Sprints every 10 laps. So yeah, honestly, I had the same goal in this race as the junior race. I was told that like these points races really get hard near the end, so to save your energy for the first half. So I was just trying to sit in, and then I was gonna try to attack like after the 3rd or 4th point sprints, see if we could get a break going to lap the field or something. Eli, what were you thinking?
Yeah, so after that eliminations race, I ended up putting on a big year, like a 102, 103-ish, so which is definitely the way. And you're going to want to be right there. Like, it was so much better and so much, like, easier. And I felt like I wasn't getting the heart rate going crazy. So we ended up just, like, rolling turns until, like, every sprint lap. And then everybody would go crazy fast, and then like you would like counter. Were you trying to do that pretty much every sprint, counter?
Yeah, I mean, the first 2 I was just saving energy, not really trying to do anything at all, because the sprinters that were like kind of in the Omnium still, they were really going for those first few sprints, and then like the people that didn't have the endurance would kind of just fade out. So yeah, really, this is where Eli and I shine the most because of the longer race. We have that endurance from the road, so yeah, just trying to save energy for the second half was really going to come key into play for us. And Eli, you are bridging up to a break right there. So yeah, this is after one of the point sprints. I got a little break to go off the front, and now Eli, you came up, which was sweet. And there's 4 of us that are rolling turns, and these are like the top 2 guys on the Omnium, and then me and Eli, and so they're honestly chill. Eli, you go for a point sprint right here, and yeah, they let me go off the front near the end of the race. I make it up, we make the lap to the group, and then I take a little breather, and then I hit the front and just attack again, and so I end up taking the first place in the sprint, but I didn't realize 2 guys came with me, and what I didn't realize was like once you lap the field, everyone's like in contention for the point sprint at the end of the race. So like I lap the field, so I thought I would like automatically win the points sprint, but that was not the case. So that was something that I learned. And then Eli, you sprint for second behind, and yeah. So technically, like, we got first and second, but the way the points race works, mid-race, we actually got second and third because Daniel ended up getting more points than us, and he actually ended up winning the Omnium, so congrats to him. But yeah, awesome day, super fun time at our first track race. We still have so much to learn, but yeah, really looking forward to cross-training at the track more this off-season and looking forward to how it translates to the road next season.
Yeah, as always,
You know it.
Bros
Bros Ride
Ride Bikes.
Bikes.